currency is selling. This particular currency is selling. So there was this upswing, and EMA 200 was used as a resistance here, and ever since the price has been below EMA 200 on pound yen. As you can see, it has been below it. So currently this is where we are. All these lines are divided into week. So this is around December. There was a big sell and a pullback, which they are doing currently, and it looks as if they want to resume selling, but actually in the real sense there has been consolidation around here. So when there's consolidation, it takes a while before the trend that we want resume back. So you can see these happening within how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 weeks. But now we've been consolidating for close to more than 8 or close to 8 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are entering the 8th week of consolidation. We might actually pull out of the zone the 8th week, or it might continue for another 4 weeks to make it 12 weeks. We took an advantage of this to sell, or to do a pullback up to this point. Now it's been consolidating, but have this at the back of your mind that this particular currency pair is selling. That's a trend. It is on a downtrend. So let's switch. The daily candle most of the time does not really help us to know what the price is going to do the following week. Not necessarily. Now I've switched this to daily candle. So each candle you see here, it's on a day. Now the price got to this point. It was a pullback that they were doing, and we entered this market, and the first week of the pullback, the price got here and they were stocked, temporarily stocked at this point. And one thing again I want you to see is that, okay, so one thing again I want you to see is that the daily candle might not be of help, because like as you can see here now, this is still part of Friday candle forming. So this candle cannot give us a good information of what is going to happen. It can't give us a good information of what is going to happen. Like the last candle that formed here was this, and it was as if it was going to buy, and it will continue to buy. So it was not even a doji where you can say the activity or the power of both the buyers and the sellers are equal at this point. That was not what we had. And immediately the market opened, the sellers selling. The first day, the second, the third, the fourth day, and this is the 5th day. So the 5th day, you can see this icon it means nothing. So before we can make use of the daily candle, we have to wait until the market properly closes for that day. The new markets, we will open another candle, and that candle might give us an idea of what is going to happen. But right now, this candle cannot really help. If you look at this candle to interpret, you might think, oh, they're going to buy. That is a doji, that the buyers want to come in. It might be true or not. But instead of waiting for like 12 hours or 24 hours before we decide, there are things we can see when we go to smaller time frame. Now, price has been consolidating around here. I want you to pay attention to this point. This pullback, and we got to this point. Let's pay attention to that point. I'm going to, okay, the price got to that point. We are going to use this as our reference point to understand what the price has been doing. This is very crucial to us. This is very, very crucial. This particular resistance is very crucial to us to know what is going to happen. Again, to recap, it has been on a downtrend for quite a while. So we add this pullback to this point the first week, and the following week, the price actually made it, got to a new higher level, a new high. So from this level, this was a proper trend of close to 1,800 pips from here to this point. But by the time it was the third week, then it was a consolidation zone between the height that we have here and the support that we have at this level. Now we need this to interpret what the price is doing and what is most likely going to do. I'm still on a day candle. Now the price made it up here and went back in. The following week the price was actually below it. It couldn't sell or buy above it, but they sold to this lower level. Then they bought to break it up to these important, my blue lines are important levels of resistance and support. If you see them, I've drawn them quite a while. So they are important levels of support. So the price got to this point and it couldn't move beyond it. And 1, 2, 3, and the fourth week, the price was just below it and still high up there. With this, anybody would think 1, 2, 3. With this activity, you would think that, pounds, it has some strength and it's actually consolidating on the upper level, upper zone. So it's going to break up. But instead of pounds breaking up, see what happened at this week, which was the 6th week or thereabout. Yeah, the 6th week. Price now made it down, breaking this support that we have here. The support we have at this level, because at this point, this was the lowest here. Then this one went up to form another low level, then upper level, then this one went back. But now at this point, the level here, it's lower than the level here. So you can see price now was giving us a tendency to begin to sell. Now they went up here, and that was what happened 2 weeks ago. They went up here against all odds. We just saw a sharp move by the bulls. Pounds bought above this level again and got to this point. It was confusing for us. So you must understand, it was confusing for us when we saw this, that the price actually broke above this level of the lemon. So, and this formed. We thought price will begin to buy. We thought, that was what we read. We thought price will begin to buy, and at this level, this one had not formed. See what price did? Price went down to form what? A new lower low. That was what the price did. The price couldn't break. If price was able to break above here, we might think, oh yes, they want to resume being bullish again. But unfortunately, price, and this from here to this point is quite some, it's not small at all. From that level to that level, it's about 128 pips and it's not small at all. You know, one can probably gather decent pips, but we were fooled by this as if, oh, they had broken this level again, so they're going to go up. But pounds fell, and yen beat pounds to it to form a new lower low. So clearly, from what you can see, the setup you can see here, the sixth week here, a new lower low was formed here, and unfortunately here, the 7th week, they did as if they were going to go up. They didn't form a new lower high. Sorry, a new high. So, but they got us another new lower low. So this is a clear indication that the price will continue to move down. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is going to sell. Maybe later in the week or by next week. So we are going to have a pullback to buy. That is becoming evident. We are going to have a pullback to buy, and this price might sell to come to this level of support again, where we have my blue line. So that is likely to happen. So on the daily candle, by the time it's Monday evening, the candle formation here, we either confirm that bullish pullback to a level like this and to this, and after that pullback, then they will now sell to come to this level. Most likely that might happen. So let's go on 4 hour. On 4 hour candle to see better. Now, this is the new lower low. So if we are going to trade this currency pair, already the price is making it up as if it's going to buy. But I think it's going to be a pullback. So if this price move up at all, this is a level that the price is not going to get to. From the trend I'm looking at that we just saw on a daily candle, this is a level the price is not going to get to. So the price might pull to this point. That is what I'm looking at. If you watch these lines of resistance here to the price, so the price might pull up to this point. So when the market opens, we might really have a sell to push the price a bit back downward and to continue to get to this point. So we'll be looking for an avenue, opportunity of selling this market around this area. So we're going to look, we're going to wait. So we were not patient last week. We just picked most of our trades in the middle of their journey, and so we were stuck in the middle. So we are going to be patient this coming week. As it is now, this is still at the base. We might run a short buy limit if the price comes back. I won't want to join the price from here. It does not make any sense to me. It does not make any sense to anybody to join the price from here to get to this point and get out. It's too short. And this level is the lower new level in the last 6-8 weeks. So if anybody is going to buy at all, you want to place your stop loss below this level. So if we do a buy limit, in case price decides to retest this particular support now, it was a resistance here. So if it breaks it to retest it, so we might have a buy limit around here. So selling now is not what you want to do. You don't want to sell pounds yen now. You don't want to sell pounds yen now. But there's going to be a short movement upwards. There's going to be a short movement upwards to a level around here where we can now pick a sell limit to sell to probably this level, to sell to this level, to sell to that level. So, and if the price does not retest this and we place our buy limit. If it does not retest it, nothing to lose. We will wait until the price is now making it back, because we know, we have confirmed that this market or this pair is on a downtrend, so it will definitely still come back to go beyond to knock this off and go down again. That is likely to happen on pounds yen. Pounds yen is going to sell ultimately. So look at this level. The last time was initially when it was climbing up. So the price actually, the price used this at support here. So the support now is now another new support here after like 7 weeks. It's another support here. So the price will still make it up there. The price wouldn't just want to break this. Like if you look at all these levels of support here and support here, and about the third time the price came to break it. So the same thing is going to happen. So it was support here, this is another support here. So price is going to move up to probably come down here to break before going down. So we are looking for an opportunity, a buy limit here, to exit around this point. I will want to exit if I want to do a short buy limit. If it picks me, I want to exit around here. Then if the price now makes it okay, it's going to turn back to do so. We now pick a sell limit to aim for this level to get out of the, and wait for the price for what it's going to do again. So I'm going to switch to another currency pair. So that's about pounds yen. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to New Zealand, dollar yen. I'm going to go to dollar yen. So I'm going to go to dollar yen. Just watch the way I go about dealing with these pairs. So this is the second pair we are looking at, dollar yen. So I'm switching to week. I hope you are here with me. I hope you are here with me. All right. So this is dollar yen. So on the weekly candle, we have to look at this EMA 200. So the price went above it, so it was selling. It was buying. It bought to this level, then it has crossed it down, and ever since this point, this level, May last year, May 2019, the price significantly has been below EMA 200, or using it as a resistance here. So there is tendency for the price to sell against buying. So we have to establish that on a longer time frame, that there is tendency for the price to sell against buying. You have to consider EMA 200. So, and it's been selling after this pullback up here, and the price sold to this point. The pullback was actually up almost the same level from here back to here, was the same level the price came down, was almost the same level the price went up, except that the price, if the price had gotten here, we said, oh, equal strength, no cheating, 50-50. But the price actually got to this level before, selling again. There was a small pullback here. The price bought at that level. So that is what we can get on a weekly candle. So let's now switch to daily candle. Now, switching to daily candle, like I told you, these might not have given us anything per se. The price, after trying to pull back almost equal arms, like I told you, it went down, it went up again, almost equal arms before the price is now being fall. Recently down. Okay, so the price in the recent times got to this point. So you are going to watch this again, just like the other one. The price got to this level. Watch my lemon. So the price was now moving backwards, got to this level by the third week, and a pullback up here. Then it came back in to that level again as a support, and thereafter for almost 2 weeks on a daily basis, on a daily candle, there was uncomfortable consolidation. When you see this 1 2 for almost 2 weeks, span across almost 2 weeks consolidating, and nobody could have guessed what the price was going to do, except for the sentiment or the fact that the trend, of course, we said it was selling. So maybe after the consolidation you would have thought that, oh, maybe it's going to go down. So the price 2 weeks ago now resumed to sell, and broke through this particular support. The price made a U-turn, got to this support, got stuck for almost 1 2 3 4 weeks, even 5 weeks. Then the 6th week, the price, or the 7th week rather, the price now broke below it. So the price is making a new lower low, a new lower low. So we're going to pay attention to that on 4-hour candle, a new lower lows. That is what the price is doing on USD JPY. So the price is making a new lower low. So if you watch this now, the price sold to this point and it went up. So this became a resistance. So if you look at it, a resistance, then the price formed another resistance here. The price never got above it. The price was not able to get above this for quite a while now, above this particular level. Then another level here now. So the price has made it down, forming lower low. This is a point. This is another level of lower low. So I'm going to draw a support here. I'm going to draw a support here. That's another lower low. So we are going to watch. So this looks as if it's going to continue to sell, but in the meantime it's going to probably do a short pullback. It's going to do a short pullback, but it will continue to sell. And my sentiment, if it's going to do a short pullback, you don't want to buy these at all. You don't want to buy it because it's going to be a short pullback. You don't want to buy it at all. See what the price has been doing. A consolidation to begin to move down, then too much of consolidation around here, then the price resume its trend, a pullback that is short, and from here to here it fell to this point. And this pullback, my sentiment is this price is going to use this as a resistance. Pound yen is going to use this as a resistance to continue its move. So the sentiment here is that it's going to continue to sell. That's the trend you are looking at. It's going to continue to sell. So you don't want to buy above this level. So forget picking a pullback around here. Just wait until the price continue to buy. And if you're going to do anything, probably we're going to do a sell limit around here. If the price is able to make it to this level, we're going to do a sell limit. Will the price do that? Let's see. Will the price do that? Let's see. On a smaller time frame. But the price might just pull to that point because it's still moving up. But I think this is the area the price is going to move down. So please pay attention to that level of the price, which is at 106. 106,903. So price is going to nosedive. So price is going to pull back. Now we are going to another currency pair, which is New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD. So let's look at what the price has been doing on weekly candle to know what particular trend. So if you look at this particular currency pair, this currency pair is selling. It is selling. So you don't want to stay buying. New Zealand is not that strong. It's not that strong against USD. So it's been selling and it's not been able to pull above this my trend resistance up here. So respect, revolve around it, and it's been below it up to this level. So that's what we've had, and I tried drawing another one here to see if it's going to, there's a tendency to move up, but unfortunately, yeah, it did as if it was going to continue to sell. Then it went above it. We are going to see it in a minute, but it's a gimmick. It's just a fake move. The price is going to turn back soon, so we'll see that on. Let's look at daily candle. Let's look at. We have to be patient. That's just what this thing is teaching us. We have to be patient to see. Let's it bring the head or the tail before we join. And that was what we didn't do last week. And so the price naturally is selling, like I told you. The price made it up back to this level. We have to see when the price actually made an intentional move. What happened? It got to this point. Got to that point. Price got to that point. Good. So we can see price got to that point. This thing is downtrend. Just listen. Price got to this point and it could not move through. So the price was driven back down. Then the fourth week, the price was able to break to form another higher level, higher high. And this been the resistance. Then the price did as if it was going to come down. The price was still trying to move against the trend, like that's a pullback, like we told you. So it got to this point, but now forming upper level of low. The low here, this one is higher. The low here at this point, this one is higher. So the price now moved further up to get to this point, and this is a resistance. This is a resistance. Now, it may mean that even though the price is selling, which is the natural trend, but it may mean that this NZD is not done pulling back. So, this level where the price got to, I will be interested. We don't want to do anything. We want to see if the price is going to get here to break it or not. But most likely, price does not just get to a point like this. You can consider my blue line. There's another blue resistance around this area. So I foresee this price getting to this point, buying to pressure to sell. So we'll be looking for a sell opportunity. This is daily candle. Now this is where the daily candle can be of help. After the daily candle closes, we can ask ourselves what kind of candle formed. Now after it closes, it was a doji. So it's not surprising that the next candle was bullish. Here too, a doji candle formed, it has to sell. So if on a daily candle you see a doji, then the next day is likely to be against the previous candles that have been forming. So which we saw here. So we were going to, it crossed this trend line, price broke below it as if it was going to sell, but it was a bullish move. But you don't want to continue to buy this. We have to wait this coming week to see at what point if he's able to make it above it, but I doubt it much. I'm almost like 85 to 90% sure that the price will get to this point and fall back. So let's look at it on 4-hour candle today. Good. So on 4-hour candle, see, it did as if it was going to sell, and when I saw this move I said let's just get out, and we got out with something small. There were ones that we just lost. Okay, so it was a pullback. It was actually selling. It was actually selling and got to the end of its selling here, and to do this pullback here. So it's getting to its end, but there is a tendency for the price to get to this level, but it's going to bounce back here. So we're going to look for opportunity to do a sell limit around this zone. So we're not doing anything on this pair until the formation is clear to sell, and if it's going to sell, definitely it's going to go beyond this. So we can look for opportunity to get out here or around this point. So just wait for it. We are looking at possibility of getting about 162, 165 pips. If it gets to this point, we'll get more. So that is what we are looking at on New Zealand USD. Now the next one we are talking about is Euro NZD. NZD is not that strong. It's not strong against USD. It's not going to be strong against Euro. New Zealand is a small country. So let's look at it. This is weekly candle. The EMA, this pairs has been buying since 2018. So it's not going to change for now. 2018 has been buying. Can you see? Support and support at this level. It got to this point now. It's a pullback here. Please, if you can see the screen, please type yes. If you can see my screen, please type yes. I want to know. Okay, good. Okay, so we are together. Now, it's buying. It's been buying and it will continue to buy. So this activity is just a pullback. Like I told you, this is a weekly candle. So let's 1 week. Okay. The price got to that point in the first 1 week. Okay, you can see that level of support. Got to that point of support in the first or second or third week of its pullback. Then it broke it the fourth week, and it went back to use this particular price line as resistance here. So it's been resistant for some time now, for like 1, 2, 3 weeks, and this is the third week. So most likely it's going to continue. So this is the third week. This is the fourth week actually forming. Okay, there is a week. I missed a week in that place. Let me quickly go back there. I missed a week in that place. Let me quickly go back there. Okay, so let's go back to it. So now, yes, this one had not formed. Usually like this, a candle is going to come up here, and that is the candle we will need to tell what is going to happen if the price will continue to sell. This level is very important. This level of support is very important. The price moved up from there at this point when it was buying to test it as a support, and the price rose. Now the price is back there 2 weeks ago, testing this support, and the price is testing this support for the second time. That happened last week. But mark you, I told you there's a tendency for the price to do what? To buy. So the price might get here and will continue to buy. Now, the price is going to buy shortly. Will the price make it back down to sell again? We'll watch and see. The price has been making new lower low. From this point to this point is a new lower low. Now to this point it's a new lower low, which is the third one, and is maintaining it as a new lower low. This particular support is very important and is strong considering what happened here and here and here. So my sentiment is the price is going to make a U-turn to buy. Now if the price is able to now break this resistance that formed on its way down, then we can tell ourselves that yes, the pullback is ended for good and the price will now continue to its normal course to buy. But for now, it's a trending consolidation that we have, but with new lower low forming around here. So this is on daily candle. So we are going to be patient, and with our patience we are going to reap the benefit of that. So the price is at that level on a 4-hour candle. As we can see, this we had last week, it was actually a pullback because it was in the middle. Like I told you, most of our trade was just in the middle of their journey when we were picking them. Maybe I didn't go through everything carefully. So it was a pullback to this point, and we didn't just make use of the pullback and get out. We didn't get out of time, but we just had a small loss. Now the price is at its lowest level here. That the price is going to break through, we'll wait. Let's watch for what is going to form here. But the natural tendency is for the price to buy above this level. So if we do a buy limit once the structure forms, we are going to go all the way to exit at this level and watch for what the price is going to do at this level. So whatever the price does at this level will tell us if you're going to do a short or to buy maybe to this level again or to this other level before another move goes up. So but I'm weary the price might not be able to break below this before changing gear. Let me show you again. See, the price might not be able to break. We are waiting. If the price now breaks through, then we are sure that the price is going to come to this level. That looks unlikely. But for now, this pair is going to buy. And we're going to wait and wait. It's almost there. So let's switch to another currency pair. The next currency pair is USD CAD. That should be the 5th currency you are looking at today. USD CAD. Good. Now let's switch to weekly. All we have to do is to be patient. We have to be patient. We were too much in a rush last week. Now on the weekly candle, the chart is above EMA 200, so it's buying. So US dollar is stronger, much stronger against Canadian dollar, so it's going to buy ultimately. Maybe not now, not immediately, but we have to pay attention to what is happening around here and get something out of it. So it bought to that point and it pulled back to this point. Has it got to the end of its pullback? We're not sure yet. So let's switch to daily candle. Now, so here too, this forming mark the end of a short pullback. The tendency is to buy, but it means that the Canadian dollar is not done yet. This was where it first got to. The first move is always very important for us. Let's just get that. Let's get that. I use my lemon to demarcate the first move. The day the price, go beyond that up again. So you know that the end has come. So the first move was that, and the first step backward. The first to this level, and this level also is very important. I will be using another thing for it to guide us to know when it's going to change. Let me use another color. This. Let me use this for it. So at this level, okay, good. The price was forced back at this level to that point. This is daily candle, okay. So the price was forced back to that level, and again, this will be another new level that the price actually, came down to. They couldn't pull beyond it again. So that means Canadian dollar is trying to show some strength against it. Got to this level. See, we are going to pay attention to this. As the price approaches these levels and breaks it up, you know that yes, the pullback is ended. So for now, it got to this point, moved down lower, a new lower low to this point. Now, for now, they are still at this level of new lower low. The price will be making an attempt to come there again to break this the third time and move a bit down. So there's still tendency for the price to make it down if it's able to break this level. If it's able to break it, it might still move down to this level. But we'll wait, we'll watch and see what is going to happen. So now the price is shifting down gradually to form a resistance zone, up there. This became a resistance that the price never got to again, and this is another level of resistance the price never got to again. Now, it's too early to know if another zone of resistance had formed. Another zone will be formed when the price breaks this level down. So we'll pick another zone. So, and anytime the price now makes a U-turn to now begin to revisit this zone to break them up, we are moving and shifting gradually back to the natural trend of the currency pair. So these are daily candle. Now let's now switch to 4 hour to know what exactly is likely to happen in the coming week. Good. The price is at the level where when they first moved down, they got to. So trying to break this, the price is not done selling for sure. The price is not done for selling for sure. There might be a short pullback to buy. Maybe around this level, the price might make it down this level. So we are not going to join this trade. We failed to join the trade here. We are not going to join this trade here. So we'll watch for what is going to happen here. If the price is able to break it and test new waters, then probably we'll wait for a pullback before joining it. If the price is able to break this level, down. But if the price failed to do that, we know naturally the price wants to go up. Then we're going to engage this price up. So, but for now, don't enter USD card. So it will be like we are doing the same mistake twice, which we did last week by picking the trade in the middle. So it has not gotten to the end of its journey, and probably it will do around between here and here. It's going to get to the end of its journey. So let's look at another one, Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD. So which one is stronger, Euro or USD? My sentiment, USD is stronger. So on the weekly candle, you can see this is EMA 200. The price is below it. So this pair is selling. This pair is selling. This pair is selling. These are weekly candle. Now, one thing you can pick from here is that when you see this formed, this is a doji, a sell doji against the natural trend. Don't think it's going to buy. They are going to wait on this until this one forms before you know if it's going to continue. Like you can see here and here, it's against itself. But when you see a doji form against the trend like this, it bought here, it formed against this trend here. See, I can tell you that this thing is going to sell next week, or towards the end of the week. It's going to sell. They're just going to do a short pullback, then they're going to sell because it's against its natural whatever. It's going to sell. So let me just put this to demarcate this week. Good. Now, so let's now switch back to daily candle. Let's switch back to daily candle. Good. So this is what is responsible for the doji. It was buying, then this came in to turn it out as if, oh, it's buying. This thing is not going to buy. It's going to sell. You're going to have a short pullback, maybe around this point, then it's going to fall back to this level. So we're going to look for a short opportunity or a sell opportunity. We do a sell limit once it gets around here. So we don't want to join this to buy. Please don't join it to buy. It has gotten to almost its end. It's going to go down. So it was selling. That's the natural thing. Then they forced it up here. Then they came back. These are just news and bad news. Then they are able to force it up here, and since then, let's see, since then something else has been happening. So let's come here. Good. So the price got to that point. Unlike other pairs that are still showing that, okay, they want to still do more, Euro is not able to do more. Otherwise, would have forced the price at least to this zone. Euro is not able to do. Euro is receding. Euro is receding. Is receding. That is what Euro is doing. Euro is receding. You can see. Let me draw that zone. Euro is receding. Actually receding. So it cannot climb. Euro cannot climb. You can see from this level, yes. So this is a resistance. Another resistance that formed here. Of course, they are not able to even go around this area. So it's receding, and this has been another level. This black line has been another level of resistance. So Euro is receding gradually. So I see that this area might become, or zone might become, another level of resistance soon. The price will get to this point and move backward. So we'll wait for it. I know we are selling right now. We are selling. I think this thing is not done selling. I think so. It's not done selling. This is just a short pullback. It's not done selling. So there is tendency to sell. So it's not done selling. So we might be looking for an opportunity to get out around this level. We might be looking for opportunity to get out around this level. The price might not get there easily. here easily. So the price might actually make it down to this level and go back up. So this is a short pullback that will terminate around here, and the price will make it down here. So we get out, we exit, and we look for what the price is going to do between here and here. If it's going to make a move to go up again, so we do a small buy, then to come to this level. So that's what we're looking at. Let's look at 4 hour. Yes. So of course this is the pullback that I talked about. I doubt if this pullback will go beyond. So if we had placed, it's a pullback for sure. It's a pullback for sure. So if we had placed a sell, and I think we have a sell limit that has triggered, and we are looking to exit here. So if it's a pullback, I don't expect price to move beyond here. And if it's going to go against us, it's going to be little. But I don't expect the price. You can see, follow this. Yeah, the price will just get to this point in a short pullback to continue to deliver around this area. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. So let's see what price would do. Let me draw something around this zone. Let's see what price is gonna do around that zone. Around that zone, yeah, around that zone, to see if it's gonna continue. If it pulls back in and gets here, then it's gonna continue to sell to this point. But if it is not able to go across this blue, it might move up to exit us. So we're going to watch for whatever is going to happen here. But my sentiment is that it's not done selling. It will sell to this point, and anything after this point, it will be a buy, and the buy will come up to maybe this area or this area before it goes further down. So we are going to wait and be patient. Now the last currency pair is AUD card. Is AUD card. That's the last currency pair. If you got me so far, please type yes. Before I discuss this last currency pair, please type yes if you got me so far. Good. Now, this next one, the last one, is very, very important. This is where I expect us to actually use our hammer and our chisel and everything possible to deal with the market. It's very important we pay attention to this last one. Now, again, I switched back to weekly candle. So these are AMA. So what has been happening is that this particular currency pair has been selling. So the tendency is there for it to sell. Now I have a trend line, which is like a trend resistance. So the price is not being able to go above it. You know, for a long time, the trend resistance has been there, even though this EMA is there. But we don't have to wait until the price gets to EMA before we know the price, what the price is going to do. We draw our trend line to see how the price approaches the trend resistance, and once it's coming close to it and crossing it, we have to be very wary if it's going to change trend to buy. You know, so but it's still selling, and that has been on for since 2018. So it's selling. Now, price made it down this low, and this is a pullback. It's like almost equal, but we are going to pay attention to this area. That is where I want you to see something. This area is very, 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 very important. This area is very, very important. Let me switch to day. This area, because we are at the end. So this line, this is where the price had got into in the recent time. That's the line the price had gotten to. Let me change it so that we know that is where the price had gotten to in the recent time. Let me make it as thick as possible. So that line, the price line, it's, you can see it's 0.91224. I was asking us questions last week on Friday, and Idris got it. So where the price had gotten to is 0.91224. And interestingly, we're going to look at what the price had done in that region. Now, again, I want to zoom to this. No. Okay, let me take it backwards. Let me take this backwards. Okay, there's another level that is very important here. This level here. Let me take this off. Okay, so let me come back there. Okay, at that point, good. At that point. So, in between this price resistance is 0.91224, and this new resistance here is 0.91525. So let's see what had happened when the price made it down. Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to do that. I want you to see very well. I want you to see very well. Okay, the price crossed both down, and this was last year, July. Now, the price crossed both down and used this blue line, which is the resistance, upper resistance, around September last year. And since September last year, you can see the price touched it and bowed. So the price was not able to move beyond it since September last year, around September 16. Another time price made attempt to go beyond it was December last year. So we're going to see. Just pay attention to that blue line. That blue line now, which was here. The price didn't get here. So which was here. The price made it attempt to go beyond it here. It couldn't. Oh, the price line is actually 91487. So you can see. Or thereabouts. So 91487. That's it. So the price could not go beyond it in December. The first time was September last year. December last year, the price could not go beyond it. And the price is in that zone. And it's actually less than 30 pips between the two. These are key area of decision for the price to move back down, to continue its trend. So this is just about 30 pips or thereabout. Okay, so we want to see if the price is going to do that or not. So recently the price has not gotten there to that blue line. So let's watch. So can you see recently the price has not gotten to that blue line, as you can see here, but the price is at the green or the lemon zone. So how important is this lemon? Let's go back. How important? So the price crossed both here. Now the lemon is important here. The price was not able to, it was a resistance here. That was October last year. It was a resistance the price was not able to break through. Now let's continue. Let's continue and see. That's one attempt. Another attempt was here. The price was not able to break through it here. That's the second attempt. Of course, the price broke through but stopped by the blue. Both are very, very important. Both are very, very important. Now let's look at the lemon again. Recently, the lemon, this is where the price is. For how many weeks now? The lemon had been a stopper. From here, this was April 28th till date. The lemon has been a stopper. It's very, very important. So if the lemon is not a stopper, the blue is going to be a stopper. So if we're going to do anything, picking our sell limit, which we did, we're just going to put 30 pips above this blue line, which will give us something like 0.91700 or 800 or thereabout as a stopper, as a stop loss. So we are picking this trade and we are taking so important because one attempt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attempt for about 12 days. The price had not been able to move beyond that zone. So it's very narrow compared with this. This is another important zone which the price now crossed a support. So we'll see how the price is able to negotiate its way. Once the price breaks this, because look at this thin line below the blue, once the price crossed that area, that let me try and shade it so that you can see. Ooh. Good. Once the price crossed this area down, the price is going to continue to fall. And we are waiting. We are waiting for the price to fall. And once the price falls, probably it's going to get to this area and take a rest and do some zigzag consolidation before coming back down. Or it might just get to this point, but we'll wait. For now, we are picking our exit around this point, this particular point. That's why we're picking our exit. Somebody told me, why 82 something last week? Of course, that is what is reasonable I can pick because price still made it down here. But I expect price to make initial first move and stop around here and do some consolidation stupid consolidation of 8 to 12 weeks before moving down here. So we'll wait and see what the price is going to do. So the price has been consolidating. This is daily candle, and if you go to 4 hour, not much movement. So you can see now, not much movement around that zone. Now for close to like 2 weeks now, over 2 weeks, about 2 weeks consolidation around that area, not much movement. So I can tell you that this thing has gotten to the end of its journey. Let me look at weekly candle.